This video is giving you a chance to practice your value scale. For our projects, we're going to need to incorporate values, so I want you to practice in pencil and colored pencil. You'll notice first that I'm laying down a heavy pressure for a dark value and then lightening my pressure as I go down the value scale from darkest to lightest. I realize that my darker value is not dark enough to give me a range from dark to light, so go back and layer over. I use the side of my pencil to give me coverage and control of how much pressure I am applying to my values. I start on the opposite end with my colored pencil, lightly pressure, just barely covering the paper, and then I get to my middle tones, and as I work my way from light to dark, I press harder and even layer more. So go ahead and pause the video so that you can set up your sketchbook just like mine. Once I've done my value scale, I'm going to be setting up a practice page where I am going to be drawing out in 1-point perspective. So you've already done a practice for 1 and 2-point perspective. Choose whichever one that you would prefer to work with, and you're going to just draw out a simple 2D shape using those orthogonal lines to your vanishing point. And I'm going to mark where my light source is coming from. So if my light source is coming from the left, anything that is on the right side of this so-called building is going to have a darker value because it will be in shadow. So I'm just working my way with layering and blending with my finger to really give that smooth tonal value. The closer that you get to light, the lighter the value would be. So you notice anything that's right side of the building is getting darker. As you go to the left, it's getting lighter. I even add a value on the front side of the building just ever so slightly. Going over my lines to make them a little darker so I can see the edges. Keep in mind, this is just a rough draft. In your final, everything that you put down for your city should have a value, either light or dark, highlight or shadow. Just going back and adding some final touches, and don't forget your light source.